Welcome back to More Sip the Tally, and let's talk about the Houston Texans defense. Now, the Cleveland Browns came into the game ranked the number one rated defense in the NFL. According to what I witnessed, the Houston Texans may have that ranking. Now, granted, Cleveland was able to move the ball early, but once Cleveland was put in a situation where the Texans defense was able to dictate, those young bucks, those young cubs, those young fellas, they were hunting. They finished the game with 3 sacks, 2 pick sixes, and set the tone for what was Houston's first playoff victory. I want to say ever, but definitely in a long time. Let's get into the 3 sacks, the 2 pick sixes, and see what happened in Houston's defensive domination of the Cleveland Browns. All right, before we get into the film, if this is your first time here, hit that like button. And if you're at the end of the video, you like what you see, subscribe and turn that bell on so you can be here for the rest of these videos for the 2023 playoff run, even though I know the calendar says 2024. Let's get into it. Starting off, early in the game, Denzel Perryman, another one of my Miami guys, shoots the gap on Jerome Ford, makes an outstanding play in the backfield, set the tone early in the game. Early in the game. All right, this is just from film study and anticipation. The guard goes to double and does not, and Denzel just shoots it. You can see the gap starting to open now. This guard is coming to double here. Denzel just going to shoot right there, right behind it. Just a little subtle shoulder move. A little subtle shoulder move to get in that gap that's opened. Now, 75 should be coming to feel that, but he doesn't. And Denzel takes advantage of it with his quickness. Gets right in there. You see 75 stick that arm out there at the last second? Nope. That ain't going to work. Try again. TFL. Setting the tone. Setting the tone early. And we get one of the sacks. Coming off the edge, beating the left tackle. Watch it from this view. Or them wide nines, trying to get that leverage. The wider you get, the more leverage you get. The only difference is when you get that wide, if the tackle can get his setback, the quarterback has a lot of room to step up. Now, what I will say is getting this wide versus a non-mobile quarterback kind of helps you, because if this guy could move a little bit, he'd be able to step up and then release that way. But with you having a standstill guy back here, that's one of the issues with having a non-mobile guy. They gonna be there, and you know they're gonna be there. He goes in. Let me slow it down. And just has him off. He's already off balance. The tackle is. He's just not ready for the power. Kick slide. He's not ready for the power. And he look like he punches him in the gut. That's what it looks like. Even though I know that's not it. It looks like he punches him in the gut. Gets him off balance with the little forearm shiver from that right arm. And really just kept him off balance. Really. He caught him in the middle of a kick slide. See, he put his hands on him, and that post foot is not in the ground. And he just got him off balance right there. Now, look, that's a posture an old lineman never wants to be in. Never. And at this point, all he got to do is just make sure the old lineman can't recover. And he goes right around the edge. At this point, it's a wrap. Now, again, having a standstill guy, he can't get away. He can't get away. And that's their first sack. Again, setting the tone to match the offense. Great game plan on both sides of the ball for Houston. Now it's coming from the other side. Get heat from the other side now. What a move. This is Grenard. Slap, forearm slap. Hiya. Hit them with the karate arms. Bam. Got him off. Now, at this point, this left arm from the tackle is non-existent. He can't do anything with that. All Grenard has to do, or Grenard, however you say it, is get that shoulder by him, and he's done. There's the shoulder. It's over with. It's over with. Again, now, Joe can't move much because of genetics and because of his age. So Joe can't move much, so he's going to be there. And I think Malik Collins and Will Anderson finish it off. And I don't know if Grenard or Grenard got counted for this sack, but Malik Collins and Will Anderson finishing it off. But he's the reason for the sack. Definitely. That heat off the edge was different. Now, I think they were driving on this one and had a decent little drive going. But more heat. The heat started coming, and the Flacco that I know showed up. So you get a blitz coming from your linebacker here, from Cashman. You get a blitz coming there, so they bring in 5. And then you get, who is this winning off the edge up there at the top? Again, you get your tackle missing right here at the top. So that's where that heat's coming from. And and he's not blocking. Ford's not blocking. He's just leaking out. So Joe realizes, man, he's on me right now. Best thing he should have did is either just took this sack or dropped it off to Ford. But he has Njoku too. He could have just flipped out the Njoku. But Joe avoids the sack and not really sure where he's throwing. Like, he's throwing the ball. This guy's running down the field. I'm not really sure where he's throwing it. Now it turns into punt return for this guy. It just turns into punt return. Fields the punt at the 18-yard line. Now he's looking for blockers. Oski. The Cavalry took him on in. That's the first pick 6. Now again, look, they were driving now. Look where the Browns are. The Browns are in Houston territory. Driving the ball. Close game at this time. They start getting that heat on him. His internal clock started getting sped up. Started making mistakes. Again, the standstill quarterback, your time is limited, buddy. Your time is limited. The statuesque quarterback. Again, look at this. 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Can you run it when you know everybody's gonna run it? Look at him up there. Running to the ball. Look at Will Anderson defeating blocks. I'm gonna show you what Will Anderson is. Watch Will Anderson set this edge right here. And with him setting the edge, he got to bounce it, and these cats just run to the ball. I think that's Cashman that get out there. Will Anderson takes on a fullback who is really a lineman. This is 53. So this is not a traditional fullback. This is really a lineman. Will Anderson takes him on, keeps his outside leverage free. Now Kareem Hunt has nowhere to go but to try to bounce it, because he's face-to-face with Will Anderson right now. Look at Cashman, already behind Will Anderson. He's already scraped over the top. Cashman's on the other side of the center. Ball's handed off. He makes a beeline over top. And it's right where he needs to be, right in position. So now you got Will Anderson and Cashman free to make the tackle on Hunt before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. So he's getting contacted 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he fights for another yard, but still. Then you get Christian Harris fast enough to come through. Christian Harris is right here fighting off a block from the lineman. So you got Will Anderson, Cashman, and Christian Harris to come scoop that thing up. TFL, 4th down, punt the ball. This is a better view of it right here. Watch Will Anderson take on 53. Look, that's chicken wing. That's a chicken wing block. Come on, 53. Come on. Will Anderson just plays it perfect. Now look at Cashman. Look at Christian Anderson. All of them finna just outrun Hunt. That's how you swarm. That's how you run to the ball. That's defensive intensity right there. That's how you run to the freaking football. But again, now, defensively, they're getting pressure when you drop back and pass. They stopping you running the ball. They balls to the wall right now. This is the very next play, if I'm not mistaken. Very next play. 4th and short. Christian Harris talked about this in the post-game interview. He said earlier when they played them, he just missed this route. Just missed picking this route. Christian Harris doesn't move. He does not move. Everybody knows with Amari Cooper kind of hurting that they've been trying to, work the little quick stuff with the tight ends and the little snags and stick routes and stuff like that. Christian Harris don't move. Bam. That simple. I mean, does not. He just sits there until the ball's coming out. Amazing. Great read. Great read. Took it to the crib. At this point, Houston kind of knew. You know you done messed up, don't you? You know you done messed up, don't you? Them young Bucks, it was party time in H-Town. I know they had a grand night because H-Town is a party town. They had a grand night in Houston. Yeah, Cleveland tried to get back in it. Christian Harris, after the pick six, let me just slam the door. Any little chance of hope that you think you might want to have, let's get this over with. Let's get rid of this hope. They bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They bringing 5. Now what they did was they had one of those shows where they had everybody at the line of scrimmage, so the offensive line got to try to account for everybody. Then they're gonna drop people out, and when you drop people out, if the O line kind of is accounting for some of those guys, that'll leave somebody free on the other side, which it does. Because if you see it, Kareem Hunt goes over here to block the same person the guard's blocking. Christian Harris going to come straight through, untouched. Straight through, untouched. Joe Flacco. Down goes Flacco. Down goes Flacco. You'll see it right here. See, they got all these guys up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many linemen they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus number 84. So that's 6 on 6. But the tight end, he's probably going in a route. So it's 6 on 5. So the unaccounted for guy got to be the running back. Now the left side of the line picks up what they need. Because you got him there, him there, him there. He picks up a guy. Now Teller and Christian Harris. I'm sorry, Teller and I just called his name a minute ago. Hunt, they miss Harris. Because Teller's not blocking anybody. Harris goes and blocks the same guy the tackle's blocking. So that's what the confusion is between Teller and Hunt. Christian Harris untouched. Untouched. Just created confusion with all those guys up there. And that, my friend, is part of the reason why the young Houston Texans were able to pull off this victory and advance to the playoffs. Advance in the playoffs. Again, they play Saturday at 3:30. Their opponent at this time is yet to be determined, but they look very impressive on both sides of the football. So whoever they line up against Saturday, better have their P's and Q's lined up and be ready. This is Coach Evans with another episode of More Sip to Tally. Remember the motto over here is FTMF because the film don't lie, unlike some people. But we'll see y'all soon, man. Make sure you lock in, subscribe, hit the like button, and share these videos. Peace and love.